We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of. So coming to the plate, Richard Big Daddy comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. So striding forward now, Richard Big Daddy. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, the pitch, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire this. Digging in once again, Richard Big Daddy. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. So a line drive double here. Digging in, Richard Big Daddy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Ready to take his hacks again, Richard Big Daddy, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Fans are getting plenty of.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've Alek Manoah, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that is off the wall. The throw into second. And he'll make it into second as he just misses the home run, but he'll settle for 2 bases. Digging in now, Richard Big Daddy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get.
Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. In now, Richard Big Daddy. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. A 2-run blast to straightaway. At the plate, Richard Big Daddy, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Richard Big Daddy. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get any.
Back here. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming to the plate now, Richard Big Daddy. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
There's no way.
Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Gone!
Well, in just a little more than 2.
Coming to the plate now, Richard Big Daddy. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Richard Big Daddy will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Baddoo will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. Now at the plate, Richard Big Daddy, runner in scoring position with two gone. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, he was gunning for a complete game shutout, but it just wasn't in the cards here. But anytime you can go 9 innings and give up only 1 single run, you've done pretty good for yourself and your team.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Standing in, Richard Big Daddy. He went deep last night twice.
Richard Big Daddy.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a...
Digging in for his second at-bat, Richard Big Daddy. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Throw into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Well, Matt, as we take a look...
Richard Big Daddy will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Into the box now, Richard Big Daddy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The New York Yankees led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the... So stepping in, Richard Big Daddy comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
Boy, talking about a damaged season, leads the league in...
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Leave one. Digging in to try it again, Richard Big Daddy. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this one is gone. A home run.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the...
Ready for another chance? Richard Big Daddy. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Kepler is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Now at the plate, Richard Big Daddy, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Fans are getting plenty of...
Well, no surprise that he's able to close the deal here. That's career save number 150.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Richard Big Daddy, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career,
all right, let's go. Come on.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Richard Big Daddy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock.
Ready for another shot now, Richard Big Daddy, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Big swing of the bat by this guy in his last one, a grand slam that drove in 4 and
swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Standing in and working on a fantastic game, Richard Big Daddy. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far.
This guy's
swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Ready once again, Richard Big Daddy, and he's shooting for history here as he's homered 3 times in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His 4th in the ballgame as this lead got even wider.
Well, there are good days, and then there are great days. When you hit 4 home runs in a game, I think you can say that's a great game. This has been incredible to watch.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Richard Big Daddy, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Richard Big Daddy. He takes his first trip to the plate here, fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time. Now at the plate, Richard Big Daddy. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. And the pitch. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Richard Big Daddy. First pitch of the at-bat.
Big Daddy.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Find the ball. Round it. Round it.
And he will add yet another. So digging in now, Richard Big Daddy. He singled his last time up.
Big Daddy.
First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. 4-0 the score this afternoon. And welcome back to the MLB pregame show as we prepare you for Game 2 of our series. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Yankees and Stepping into the box, Richard Big Daddy, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career, regardless whether he becomes a superstar for 15 years or fizzles away, this mark will always stand. It will always be something that other players.
Next for New York, Richard Big Daddy. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Hey, nice effort by the third baseman right there to slide and try and knock it.
Into the box now, Richard Big Daddy. He singled his last time up. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Richard Big Daddy. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. And that's through for a hit.
Man, you smoked that thing.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Bro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with... He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
First for the victorious Yankees, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. So here's the cleanup hitter, Richard Big Daddy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning.
Wow, talk about a guy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Richard Big Daddy. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
Second home run of the game right.
Striding in once again, Richard Big Daddy. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Coming to the plate now, Richard Big Daddy, and he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at-bat, he hit it.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in 1 game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Standing in, Richard Big Daddy. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Hit hard up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
For the victorious Clippers, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 4.
We're counting you down to baseball. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Digging in the switch hitter, Richard Big Daddy. He's hoping he's still got a little of the mojo he had working yesterday when he had 4, count them, 4 home runs.
Make the turn.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Smoke that thing.
And he will add yet another game to his incredible. Digging in now for the Yankees, Richard Big Daddy. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. As a look, now the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fast.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side.
We're back now as the Rangers line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often.
Now in the box, Richard Big Daddy, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Big Daddy.
High and deep to left center field. Martinez is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. New inning set to get underway. Striding in, Richard Big Daddy. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's a line drive out to left center, and this is going to get down for a leadoff base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending any.
Stepping in, Richard Big Daddy, and their runners at the corners now.
Big Daddy.
From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard towards center.
Pick it up.
And that's going to get down out there. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 7-0.
Square up on that ball. Great job.
Well, D-Row, you know, they say records are made to be broken. And what hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
7-4 the final.
A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Settling in now, Richard Big Daddy is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Hey, get your pitch.
First pitch on its way, and he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. So he just can. Ready now, Richard Big Daddy. He went deep for a grand slam in his first at-bat. Line towards center field. Jones is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. Stepping up now, Richard Big Daddy. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. Hit hard to short.
Come on, you can beat it.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Richard Big Daddy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped him up. Pena is calling for it. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Richard.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The New York Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
First for the victorious Yankees, 10 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming to the plate now, Richard Big Daddy. He went deep in the contest last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving it.
Now batting, the right fielder, Richard Big Daddy.
Hey, take a rip like you can.
Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to right center. Back goes Springer, still ranging back. Gone!
Well, Dero, you know they say record.
Ready to take his hacks again, Richard Big Daddy, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Back up the middle. He's got it. There's one.
Come on.
On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, the right
Ready
fielder,
with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoke toward the hole. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, and with 2 outs here, this might be the last batter he faces.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Richard Big Daddy, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Hit hard on the ground to second, right to him. On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory.
Back here. We are under the lights as the coming to the plate now, Richard Big Daddy. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
now batting, right fielder, Richard.
First offering on its way. This is line to left. That's
you're
in
going.
there, base hit.
There you go. Find the ball.
And
Find the
now
ball.
Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively.
Leading off with the Yankees,
First offering on its way.
Big Daddy.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Sent on the ground out to second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Richard Big Daddy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up to second for one. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. At the plate, Richard Big Daddy. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
On 15 hits, no errors. They left a boatload of runners on base.
It's time for baseball on MLB. Striding into the box, Richard Big Daddy. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center. Digging in, Richard Big Daddy. He hit a two-run jack in his first at-bat. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, he's as hot as anybody in the game right now.
At the plate, Richard Big Daddy, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs.
Richard Big Daddy will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in, Richard Big Daddy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Look, it's easy. You don't have to look any further than the 5th inning to see where this game was decided. They put together a big rally and did everything down the stretch to secure this win.
And welcome back into the MLB pregame show as we get you set for exciting action here this afternoon. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball. Blake Snell is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So striding in, Richard Big Daddy, who comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and
swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one.
Ready to take his hacks again, Richard Big Daddy, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. On a line, that's a base hit.
Find the ball.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that one-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
Into the box, Richard Big Daddy. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Now batting, Richard Big Daddy. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. Liner toward right center. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
You'd think they'd stop pitching. Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day.
Now that the rules are clear, it's time for the Home Run Derby. Hitting second, the challenger, representing the New York Yankees, number 26, Richard Big Daddy. That's out of here and onto the lawn. 3 minutes to go. Another home run. Another home run. Out of here. That's his 4th home run. His 3rd in a row. 4 in a row now. 2 minutes remaining. That is now 5 in a row. Let's go. Home run number 8. make it 9 home runs. Just 1 minute remaining. There's number 10. That one's out of here. Now 11 home runs for him. 30 seconds left. That one's out of here and into the second deck. And that ends the round. He ends the round with a total of 12 home runs. The clock is running and the round has begun. Now hitting the challenger in this semifinal matchup, number 26, Richard Big Daddy. Gone and onto the grass. To go. That one is gone. It's out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A hat trick. 3 in a row. Number 4 in a row. 5 straight home runs. Two minutes remaining. Another home run. Another home run. That one's out of here. Now 11 home runs for him. That's 3 in a row now. That's number 4 in a row. And that ends the round. He finishes with 13 home runs. And that will put him in to the championship round. Let's see what he... And now, the challenger in this championship round, number 26, Richard Big Daddy. That one is gone. His second home run. Oh, that's a monster home run. Goodbye. That's into the bullpen. 4 in a row now. 3 minutes to go. That is now 5 in a row. 6 consecutive home runs. That's gone. Home run number 8. 2 minutes remaining. Make it 9 home runs. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Richard Big Daddy.
It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. The Midsummer Classic between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take your base. You're out. 3. Out. 3. 3. Out. Out. You're out. 3. 3.
Your attention, please.
Stepping into the box, Richard Big Daddy. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center. That's a base hit, their first of the game. Stepping up to the plate, Richard Big Daddy. He reached on a single in his first try. Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much.
Now to the plate, Richard Big Daddy. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Harper is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Stepping in, Richard Big Daddy. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Story scoops it up. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save.
And tonight's one. Welcome back. I'm Matt Vasgersian here on the MLB pregame show. As we draw closer to the first pitch in this series opener, let's have a look at our Topps Player Spotlight. Richard Big Daddy was not only an all-star during the midseason break, but he also shined the brightest out of all the great players in the game. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show.
Batting eight, the right fielder, Richard.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So coming to the plate, Richard Big Daddy. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone.
Second home run.
So striding forward now, Richard Big Daddy, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Digging in, Richard Big Daddy. Now, despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
14 men on base.
Both teams Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've
Batting seven, the right fielder, Richard Big Daddy.
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Digging in now, Richard Big Daddy earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And he will add yet digging in once again, Richard Big Daddy. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And this one is gone. A home run.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records.
Out. He's out. You're out. That's ball four. 3. Ball four. Take your base. That hit him. First base. Out.
Digging in and looking for more, Richard Big Daddy. Now, despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Christian Pache will come on now and pinch run here.
Play ball. 3. Out. 3. He stays. Ball four. Take the base. Out. You're out.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Our final line score.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup,
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon.
Batting 8, the right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly.
right now he can't wait to get.
At the plate, Richard Big Daddy. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. DeShields has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the. Coming to the plate now, Richard Big Daddy. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
What's the play ball? Out! He's out! 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 Three! Out! You're out! That's ball four.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Baltimore led this game from the third inning on and never.